video, let it get to other people. Use your groups or platform wherever you belong to, social media platforms, I mean, WhatsApp group, Facebook group, any group at all, share the video so that others will get to know this platform. It is very, very important you do so. I hope everybody is okay. All right. See, please don't forget to comment. Yes, that's another thing. Comment. It is very, very important you do so. Yesterday, we reacted to a video of National Assembly trying to define the, in Nigeria, we have class, levels of citizenship, different level. We have the different classes, first class, second class, third class, and fourth class. Of course, Igbos maybe in six classes. Do you have anything like that? So Igbos are supposed, we are in last part of it. That's just the fact. Some of you may say, no, Igbos are one of the three major groups in Nigeria and other, but your level in that country is not what you think. It's not something to write home about. But that's not why we are here. We are here to discuss another thing. And if you have any question as well, maybe if you have something to share with us, our WhatsApp group is on. You can, maybe you have any news, any intel, just like that, just bring it for us. We can also broadcast. You can use it, you can use that, your information on our program. But we are going straight to discuss one of those things. There's other things we are going to touch as first, but one of the things that we are going to discuss today is continuation of debate about open graze, as they call it in Nigeria, allowing Fulani people to move from their cattle from place to place. These are things that we're going to look into. And the breaking news of what's happening in Abia State, we, just like what PM have been saying, that Biafrans are being taken and they will not return. Some of them are just like, let me just buy something and military will capture them, and that will be the end. If you ask military, they will still tell you that their job, they know their primary duties, their duty is to protect life and properties. As they're doing that, buying our people, their masters are busy in somewhere in National Assembly defending the life of their cattle. And surprisingly, the lady also made a comment in National Assembly saying that, somebody from, I think he's an Igbo man or from southern part of Nigeria, said that Fulani people they value their life of cow more than life of human beings. And a lady from the northern part, she was like, no, you cannot just say that they value the life, but they also value their own life more than the cow. If you ask her, she's trying to debunk what the person is saying, but you don't know that she's actually, bringing it in a different point, in different level. Chioma Ibe, thank you so much for your comment. You are the first person to comment. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. And like the video. We are 3 minutes, going 4 minutes in the program, and some of us are still waiting to like the video. I don't know why. So I believe that you are okay. As you comment, I appreciate you, my sister. Thank you so much. So this video that you are about to watch is the one that we shared yesterday. But we also have where the cow are representing, proving that they are citizens of Nigeria in the minds and belief of Fulani people. So hear what this man is saying here, trying to counter the bill to stop them from moving cattle from place to place. Don't worry, we are not going. This is not the major issue that we are here to discuss. So I know some of you will say, okay, this is what we discussed yesterday. Bro, I'm trying to lay a foundation of what we are about to discuss. Okay?
From one state to another.
No, that will not happen.
Right now, citizens of Nigeria are allowed to move from one state to another to establish business without any hindrance whatsoever.
It affects everywhere in Nigeria.
Yes,
nobody can restrict.
But culturally, citizens of Nigeria, they can move to central, northwest, northeast, south, and establish their business without.
They can do so, but not with AK-47.
Yeah. No. I'm not talking about criminals.
You don't understand. I'm saying that we are going to a portion. Yes, that says that brings about restriction.
You can see he said no, that he's not talking about the criminal. But the issue is criminals from where? Who are these criminals? Because they don't want to attach their people. Instead of them to say Fulani bandit, they say bandit. Instead of them to say Fulani terrorist, they say terrorist. Instead of them to say Fulani herdsmen, they say herdsmen. They don't want their name to be attached to that. But how can you be sponsoring something that you are not proud of? If you are not proud of that terrorism and the activities of your people, why are you financing them? Because there is no way these dry, hungry-looking young people that are, running cows and cattle will be the one spending, millions of naira acquiring sophisticated catapults. It doesn't work that way. Some of you people are the one financing them. You say no. How can you? How many of them are innocent? Because if you have 100 Fulanis rearing cattle, moving from north to south to other parts of Nigeria, all of them are committing the same crime. In Edo State, they are there. In Igbo land, of course, they are there. In Duduwa land, Yoruba land, they are there. In Middle Belt, they are there. In Benue, all those areas, they are there. Then you go to north. Fulani herdsmen, cattle, they are not. They don't have much problem. Only some Christian-dominated area in Plateau. That's where they have strength. Whereas in Kaduna State, are you trying to tell me they don't have farmers in Kaduna State? Why are they not doing this? They do destroy crops there, but not the one that Alhaji own. Is that the one that some of us don't know that Igbo people have farmland in north. Some of us don't know this. Some Igbo people living in the north, they invested a lot of millions of naira building farms like cassava farm, tomato farm. Igbos are investing in that business in the north. That's not a fact. When they notice that those farms belong to non-Fulanis, they will tie torch on the head of the cow, and the cow will now move at night to those areas where Igbos and Southerners are having their farm in the north. Because Igbo man, whatever that brings money, that make him, everything is business. As long as Northerners are making money from agriculture, they put millions of naira investing in that business as well in the north. That is not the fact. But that's not what we are here to discuss. We just want us to understand that what they are arguing here is not about any other thing, not about the welfare of herders or to make sure that cows or the business of their cow business, grow better than it was. No, but they want to use it to execute their ideology, their plans, their target. So sorry, I'm not seeing any comment here, only the one that Chomibe made. So in case if your comment is not coming up, please don't bear with me. It's not my fault. I have to refresh it before I can see comment. And I will do that in a short while. Just bear with me. Let me complete this.
So, and I want to refer that to Senator Sam. He has to delete that part. So let's not deviate from the debate.
Okay, let me conclude my contribution. Let me conclude, please. It's a private business. Government has no business going into ranching.
The reason why he said that government has no business to go into ranches is because they know that money to finance it, to make sure that you have ranches and stop moving cattle from place to place, that government is ready to dig hand in their pocket and build that for them, which is not supposed to be like that. So this man is here rejecting that offer. You know why? Because he knows that if they allow these people to continue debating on this, that somehow government will succeed in building it for them. So to avoid it, they have to do everything possible to stop it on time. And how can they do that? They have to start by telling you that just imagine imagine the Igbo people. Let me use Igbo people for example. That we need a seaport, right? All of us need seaport. I don't think there's any Igbo man that don't want seaport. Fine. Federal government says, okay, I'm going to build seaport for you, knowing that this will benefit us. Then instead of us to say, okay, please build it. Can you build 3? Can you build 2? Okay, are you going to? Let's start from 1. Instead of us to be planning, jubilating and happy about it, instead of us to do that, we turn around and tell government, no, building seaports should be state governors should do that, not you, federal government. We can do it on our own. You are rejecting blessings. That's what they do. Because building ranches for you, if actually you really mean good with your cow business, you shouldn't kick against ranches. But the reason why this man is here rejecting it publicly is because it will, tamper negatively on their plan, their original plan, because they used Fulani headers to do cover. So that cover is, once you build ranches, they have no excuse from moving their cattle from place to place. Okay, they will focus on that. For some of us that are kicking even against ranches in our places, they themselves are not even happy with it. They're not even appreciate ranches, even though federal government appreciate it today, that they approve it today rather, and they themselves accept it if they can play along with idea of federal government like what are depending here. Our people will still reject it. We are going to reject it. Reason being because if you give them the ranches, let's assume, for example, in Enugu State that Petamba is pushing with all his strength to build that ranches. Another way that Petamba want to lure Igbo people to that nonsense is he started making an argument. These ranches is not about Northerners. We build ranches for our own brothers that also want to venture into that business. No. You are doing that, but as long as Fulani have, place there, our people will not survive in that business. As you are building, can state government build also, anti-charm, because they'll still bring charm to buy, to make sure they lend that your brother that want to venture into the cow business useless, so that they will dominate it. And as they're dominating it, their wife and their children are there. They don't go to school. Their job is to sell cow, make money, buy fura dununu, eat what they call rice. That's fura dununu, right? I think that's what they call fura dununu. That's their normal food. Then they impregnate their wife, and before you know it, because they give birth like termites, they will build. A young girl of 15, 16 years can bear children with speed, because her body, everything is still intact. Unlike our own ladies that are waiting for 35, close to 40 before they get married. That's why you start hearing tumor. Not tumor. What do they call it? Fibroid and all that, because of lateness in getting pregnant and getting married, because we buy a child, I go first. So that is our own way of life. What I'm trying to say is that once you allow them to build their tent in your land in the name of a ruga or ranches, you are finished, because they will bring their brothers and sisters and children there. At a space of 5 to 10 years, the number will multiply times 3. Okay, before you know it, because you are still in Nigeria as a country. So what they will tell you next is that, look, we are here. This my son was born here. He speaks Igbo fluently. Of course, when you say how are you, it's all them ma, they will be speaking Igbo. They will blend their way to your own way to make you believe that okay, you have to differentiate them and your people. Then when it comes to local government chairman, constituency, and any post at all, they will bring out their own poster. They will bring money from Alhaji somewhere in the federal government because our people like money. In the name they want to do campaign. You see our people, they will bring their cultural dance or game music and all that to campaign for Abubakar. Abubakar is contesting for issues of local government, or just what Senatorial district and all that nonsense. After saying that, they will bring them, they will contest. Guess who will win the election? Of course, their brother is in INEC. Once they see Abubakar, they will come to Okpara Square in Enugu and raise their hand up that this is the winner. That's all. The inauguration will be there. Then Army will back him up that he is representing issues or not. He is not. Your own, you'll be busy. Oh, this Abubakar is not from Enugu State originally. His father come from North. He's not just like Petamba. You understand? Peter Mba is governor of Enugu State, but his ancestral fathers and his ancestral home is in Ebonyi State. But because his grandfather came to Enugu State and they settled in some way in Owo, and today they get better Peter Mba in Enugu State probably, and now he is governor of Enugu, just like Tinubu. Where did he come from? Can anybody point any house, any local government where Tinubu great-grandfather come from? The answer is no. You don't even know anything about him. We only know that Tinubu, Sheikh Tinubu and his wife, that's all. Do you know his grandfather, his parent, his father? Nobody knows. His uncle, cousins? No, nobody knows. Even the Yoruba people are struggling to know this. So that is what you have. So we are not only fighting to protect our land now, but the future occurrence will be very disastrous. Any mistake you make in the name that you can see how they are busy pushing hard to convince millions of Nigerians to believe that they are here and everybody is one another. Going further, you will hear him saying, talking about. Let me flip the camera because I don't want to play this video much because we have played that yesterday. So, going forward, you hear him saying that that this constitution that from ECOWAS that allow every citizen of ECOWAS to move from place to place. That as we are trying to stop Fulani from moving from north to east, that you're actually trying to disagree or go against the ECOWAS constitution. But in the constitution from ECOWAS, there's no place where they said move to somebody's farm and destroy the farm because you can lift up your foot. You can move from place to place. Go to school because I've seen the same ECOWAS citizen because Cow is now an ECOWAS citizen that have right to move from place to place. So ECOWAS citizens we have seen them in schools, classroom. We have seen this ECOWAS citizen in the churches. People that owner of the land have lost their lives because of the presence of ECOWAS citizen. And who is this ECOWAS? Who is this ECOWAS that are giving open border to everybody? What about people that are supposed to be ECOWAS citizens in South Africa? Because South Africa is not part of ECOWAS, right? ECOWAS means West Africa, Economic of West Africa states. So South Africa is not. But what is the role of ECOWAS when citizens of ECOWAS are being pied in South Africa? ECOWAS will turn blind eyes. When foreign countries like France and UK, of course, are milking the resources of ECOWAS countries, ECOWAS will turn blind eyes. They won't say anything. But they are very, very vocal when it comes to cow. And guess what? ECOWAS have millions of ambassadors that make sure that one of their constitution is fully obeyed and respected in Nigeria. And all of these ambassadors are Fulani representative in federal government. Now let me play it. This is another ECOWAS presence in people's farmland. I don't know why it's kind of slow. Let me bring it back. Just a moment. We are seeing this the ECOWAS citizens visiting people's farm and doing what they know how to do best. And ECOWAS citizens can have rights, one particular, because they have right to move around with AK. Once they move with the AK, and anybody that stands on their way, they will buy them on behalf of ECOWAS. So what kind of country is that? What kind of country is that? Okay, now this is ECOWAS citizens. For some of you that don't know, when they're talking about ECOWAS citizens that have right to move, so this law of ECOWAS, is it meant for one people? Let me take it back a bit. You can see now. You can see that. So where is the grass that they are here that they want to eat here? ECOWAS citizens. You can see that. Where's the grass that these ECOWAS citizens are here to eat? The same thing goes to school, where children are studying. We have seen these ECOWAS citizens there, and what are they doing there? ECOWAS citizens that if they come to your farmland, you ask them, ECOWAS citizens, wait, they don't have passports. No, they don't have anything to do. Once they come to your place, don't complain. They are ECOWAS. They are ECOWAS citizens. I want to play the first video. Let me see where that video does. Where did they run to? Because I need to play that one. Is you see how the ECOWAS citizens are consuming people's crops. No compensation. And the worst part is that their co-citizens will stand beside these citizens. Their co-citizens that are holding the AK-47. They will stand there waiting to see who will challenge, who will comment negatively about their presence. Then they will bring out the rifle. And for you to get one rifle, it will cost you maybe price of 3 cows. Or maybe, I don't know how much they are selling cow now. Let me not say, but before I was told that cow costs around 500k, 600. So if that is the case, maybe because of inflation, maybe now it's 1 point something, maybe. And I don't know how much they're selling AK now. But you understand what I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm trying to say. Their job is to make sure that they protect this ECOWAS citizens at all costs. Then the price of what they're holding to protect these ECOWAS citizens and the price of these so-called citizens, which of them is more expensive? People need to ask questions before we can say, okay, we are getting it right or wrong. Why people need to stand strong and reject anything, this unity, in unity we stand and in unity we drive our strength. All this nonsense, these are just scam, and you should reject it with everything in you. Now I can see some comments because I refreshed it. Let me bring it this. Okay, Erin is here. Thumbs up and share the message. The zoo is panicking. OB Fidelis said, good afternoon, Jessica. God bless you. And BMO of USB, our Papa, I see you. He said, wonderful, good afternoon, Mazakai. Did you see why I called Nigerian Zoo Republic a country where they want to make a cow their first citizen? Not even they want to make it, sir. They have done it already. They are not telling you that you cannot change it. And one thing with the Fulani people is that once law is being made that favor them, no amendment. Do not talk about amendment anymore. No amendment should be discussed. And happy May, I see you, my sister. Diana, good afternoon. Kai report, thank you. Thank you so much. And Alozie Ambrose, my brother Kai, you are critical thinker. Those Fulanis are evil planner, but they will fail in our land. Of course, they have to fail. That's the only way to go, because if you allow them, if you insist to nurse and pamper them, your head will roll. And Choma Ibe, they make sure that Fulanis are at the helm of affairs. A helm of affairs of ECOWAS and the UN to be able to support their people. The PM have made, that's why people who are attacking PM is, to me, they are funny people. Let me not use the word that is in my mind to avoid issue on the video. PM spent his time in the past, and he exposed many things that some of us don't know. Unless if you are not good in maybe reading or paying attention, or even to listen to someone that spend his time to read, to do research, that is when you can say, look, I don't know this. But if you have chance, you have time to learn what you don't know. PM told us about there's a program that he did in the past. He talked about Abuja Declaration. In that declaration that PM have exposed many times, that is where they plan on how to plot their own people, to fix them in helm of affairs, to make sure they dominate every sector. And after that, they can now start moving from, trying to conquer you. Guess what? That is what is going on now. That you see that IG of police is in line with playing. Not now, Tinubu is there because of the agreement. Because one thing with Fulani is that they're very, very intelligent. They plan. They are good at long time planner. They will plan something. They are very good at long time plan. They live long time, like 15, 20 years. That will favor them. Whereas some of our brothers that are in politics are want it no. They can do anything. They will commit something that will harm their people or harm themselves in next 10 years, just to serve for 4 years or 3 years, or even some of them in 1 month. None of our people, we are not good at planning, ahead. That we will lay a plan that in next 20, 40 years, we will be here. Even though we are moving slowly now, but don't worry, in next 10, 15 years, 40 years, 20 years, this is what we will be expecting. Our people don't do that. That is what Fulani know how to do best. You see them now that they sound like they're weak because Tinubu is in power. But one thing they make sure is that Tinubu is in line with them because of religion, and they have fulfilled their promise to Tinubu. Okay, you want to be president? Yes. Okay, support us, our brother. Buhari will be president. Then after that, you are done. Tinubu did everything. Leo Shoyinka out. Leo Showore out. These are people, Tunde Bakele, or Tunde Bakele, I don't know, or Bakara, I don't know how they pronounce this surname. That man, you know who I'm talking about, the pastor. They lured them out on the streets of Lagos to protest against Goodluck. They did massively. And our people, with our own sentiment and weakness, we think that we know everything, whereas we don't know anything. I'm talking about those who are championing the politics of supporting politicians, and they think that will somehow they become president. They joined them carrying placards, protesting against Jonathan. They did that, and after that, even some people from South, nobody is exempted. After doing that, but the agenda and the motive of Fulani is different from the reason why they're protesting is different from why you are supporting them to protest them. The agenda is to have time to put their own, to make sure that our Abuja declaration is being, carried out with full force, and they did it perfectly. Perfectly, they did it. Today, the same corruption they told you that Goodluck was corrupt, because what made Goodluck to be there in the first place is because of that Yaradua. So Yaradua, after Yaradua, they had no choice than to obey the constitution, because it was very, very open, and the world are watching. Everybody is watching. They can't do transaction on that table anymore. And Goodluck, with the influence of Igbo people, he was protected, just little bit protected. Had it been that South, those call themselves South, and Igbos are that they are in alliance. These are the same people, but they have divided you for a long time, and to the extent that you are seeing your brother as an outsider. If they were to come together and make sure that Goodluck, maintain his seat, not by voting, but by making sure that if they want ruthlessness, they will bring it. If they want argument, you bring it. If they want anything violent, that since they know violence, you bring it to them. What they are going through now, they would have been different, because Goodluck government is just like day and night with what they are doing now. Goodluck, appointed Adiboman Onovo to be army chief. He was army chief of during the Goodluck time. And what did Onovo did? Onovo used military strength, face Boko Haram the way he should face them as a terrorist. They are. He was doing very, very well. Then what do they do? Fulani, those people that are sponsoring them, they couldn't hide their feeling anymore. Imagine after spending millions of naira to buy equipment to give your boys, and your boys are being fired just like chicken. What do? They quickly started, they quickly rushed out and started complaining that who started it? Buhari. That an attack on the north is an attack on Boko Haram, is an attack on the north. He made this statement. It was during the time of Onovo, engaging them squarely, making sure that everything is the way it should be. Then they said that he's doing that they are buying their people. Not that army went to villages to buy, no. And what Onovo was doing is what, it's not as if they are buying one ethnic group. No, they are doing that in Zambia, not where people are living, not residential home, like what they're doing now. Because now, if something happens somewhere, maybe in let's say between Enugu and Onitsha Expressway, where there's no home, there's no much houses, you can't say that this is a marketplace, or they will leave that place. The current army now will leave that Lagos to Onitsha Expressway and go to community nearby to revenge of what happened in the other part. So you can see the mentality. But during the time of Onovo, it wasn't like that. Since the Boko Haram are coming from Zambia, nobody lives there. It's a desert. It's a place where these people are hiding and doing what they do, launching attack and all that. Even though they have their family houses in the town, in the city. But army did not go there to start searching for their father, their parent, their people, their community members. No, army went to Zambia to engage them. That's how it should be. But now, after they face any challenges somewhere where they think they can go, then when they've been, defeated, if I may use the word, they will now rush to nearby villages and bring their truck and capture just to revenge on innocent people. Who does that? That's the work of a terrorist. Terrorism is when you are not courageous enough to face one-on-one, like as I am now. If I have an issue with anybody, then the person is insulting me, direct one-on-one confrontation, talking to me in my presence. Then instead of him to reply the person, I kept quiet and bent down. I did not say anything. Then when the person is sleeping at night, I will go there to buy the person. That's a chaotic life. That's terrorist. Terrorism is not only when you buy in mass. So that sometimes what you do, you are not bold enough to do that, because cowardness and terrorism go hand in hand. When you bring anything one-on-one confrontation with your fellow man, and the person couldn't do anything, couldn't reply to you, and he waiting when you are weak, or maybe when you turn your back, when you turn your eyes away, then he can chip something and run away, like what all these school course, what they normally do. That's not what men do. But that's a story for another day. Those things they are doing is to make sure they plant their own man. They make sure they control economy, they control army, security of Nigeria. They have their people in the Senate, everywhere. And Constitution gave them that chance to have more representative than any other people, because the way they draw the map and the name that map, they have more local government and more of this nonsense to make sure they subdue and subjugate to everybody to do their bidding, to do their way. And somehow, even though they already have more numbers, that's say one thing and they stand on it, one voice. Imagine this: none of their members is against this bill they are passing out to stop open grades. By the time you put analysis on all those things, you will find out that there is no solution apart from, let me go to my house, or be in your own house. That's the only solution. It's not about hating you, but that is just a fact, raw facts, undiluted. Let me bring this one back.
So, the cows are not citizens of Nigeria.
You didn't hear what I said. Senator Nehru, are you arguing with me?
No,
I said cows are not citizens. The section you are referring to is talking about citizens of Nigeria.
Yes.
And cows are not citizens of Nigeria. Cows can come in from Niger, they can come in from Chad, anywhere. But cows are not citizens. So your point of order is noted, but rejected. You want to make contribution on the debate? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm against the idea of restricting movement of Nigerians from one state to another.
No, that will not happen.
Right now, citizens of Nigeria are allowed to move from one state to another to establish business without any hindrance whatsoever.
It affects everywhere in Nigeria.
Yes.
Nobody can restrict.
But culturally, citizens of Nigeria, they can move to North Central, Northwest, Northeast, South, and establish their business without.
They can do so, but not with AK-47.
Yeah. No. I'm not talking about criminals.
You don't understand. If you don't notice something, I'm saying that we are going to a portion,
yes,
that says that brings about restriction. So, and I want to refer that to Senator Sam. He has to delete that part. So let's not deviate from the debate.
Let me conclude my contribution. Let me conclude. It's a private business. Government has no business going into renting. Even the cattle route, which Senator Karimu mentioned, used to be the practice when we had 19 northern states. It's one state under northern Nigeria. But then that was the time when we had cattle route beginning maybe from Sokoto up to Lokoja. But now, the states have been balkanized into 19 states. Northern Nigeria has been balkanized into 19 states. And each state has control of its land. So you cannot really bring the issue of cattle route, but now it's not applicable at all because it touches on the territorial integrity of some states. Some states will not allow it. So, ranching should be seen as a business, and government has no business going into it. And perhaps when we go to the public hearing, this will become very, very clear. So I rest my chance for it.
Thank you. And the distribution for the whole country, are you proposing a bill for some states? Please go back to your seat. You can only talk from your seat. You can't talk from here.
Guide it.
Proceed. Read order 42.
Order 42 says, by the indulgence of the Senate and the leave of the President, a senator may make a personal explanation, although there may be no question before the Senate, but no controversial matter may be brought forward, nor may debate arise upon explanation. The terms of the proposed.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. What I'm saying, no, is to support that.
The Senator Lalong.
Yes.
He says that the senator will have. Let's look at that order 42 again.
Sir.
So let's see.
You've agreed that I wanted to guide this honorable Senate that this matter I have been part of this agitation for a very long time. But I will be surprised that up to now, we don't know some of the impediments towards realizing issues to curb farmers-headers clashes. Apart from the Constitution, like Senator Alero said, the ECOWAS protocol is part of the problem that we have. You can cut the Constitution, but what about the ECOWAS protocol? It allows you to move anywhere with your business. We allow you to move anywhere with your cows. So in getting
conscious of your laws in the nation, because you are not making a law for your state. You are making a law for the federation. The National Livestock Production Scheme was introduced under the Vice President. Everything was packaged, but some states refused. Some states even refused ranches. So this matter requires good consideration. I agree with the bill, but then we need to be very careful in getting towards even the second debate, so that we have a community of opinions, we have consensus on how to go about it. That will be also, yes, I said it, it has to also go out to the West African neighbors. Otherwise, you will say you don't want them to come in. They will also say they will not want you to go into their own environment. And that is the information I wanted to put, Mr. President, sir.
Thank you. Oh, Senator Kawu?
Yes, sir.
After you,
Yes,
no more debates.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. Speaker, I sit here, my colleague is saying the cattle, the herdman, values his cows more than the lives he is killing. But it's not true. You can't sit down here and just make conclusions. Yes, the herdsman values even the life of the cow more than his own life. That is how God has created him.
No cow, not even 10 million cow, is up or has enough value like a human being. It's not up to one human life. So when you say God has created cows then in such a manner that they value their cows more than human beings, I find that very insulting and demeaning.
Mr. Speaker, I sit here, my colleague is saying the cattle, the herdman, values his cows more than the lives he is killing. But it's not true. You can't sit down here and just make conclusions.
She first said that it is not true, but you hear what she said. Yes, that.
Yes, the herdsman values even the life of the cow more than his own life.
But she just told you that it's not true. Go back again.
Mr. Speaker, I sit here, my colleague is saying the cattle, the herdman, values his cows more than the lives he is killing. But it's not true.
But it's not true that he did not value life that he is killing more than the life of a cow. That he values cow's life more than the people that he's buying. Then it is not true. Yes. That the same herdsman that you just told us that he does not value life of cow more than human life. You are now make a U-turn in the same sentence. Yes, it is, but the same Fulani herdsman valued his cow, the cow life more than his own life. Just pay attention.
You can't sit down here and just make conclusions. Yes, the herdsman values even the life of the cow more than his own life. You see the ideology, you see the twerk. You just move from it is not true. The herdsman don't love his cow more than the life of the cow more than he loves the life of people that he's buying. No, it is not true. Yes, but he loved the same cow more than his own life. In the same sentence. Okay, please let us move to another thing. Let us move to another thing, because you can go on and on to analyze this thing and waste time. So let's just move to another thing. So breaking news is this. Breaking news: over 300 innocent people have been disappeared by Nigerian military in Abia State. Okay, and PM this. Report reaching us has it that over 300 Biafrans have been kidnapped and killed by Nigerian terrorists army in Abia. Biafran Defense Forces will respond. The consequences of this will be overwhelming. Okay, now let's see if we can have any comment from Biafran, what Biafran says about what PM just posted, because it's not as if PM just posted it somewhere. This is where he got the news from. You can also do research on your own and see it more. Now, if you go down here, we have people's commenting. Let me say it again. Last time, for our gods for our God is a politician, if our God is a politician working with Nigeria, terrorist government, never you trust him. Beware, Alex Oti will soon start buying Abia State people under Nigerian terrorist state. It will start happening before your eye. Save this post. That is what somebody said. Another person says, the indigenous people of Biafra must not honor or observe one nonsense Nigerian Democracy Day set for June 12th. Since one nonsense Nigerian deliberately trying to stop us from remembering and honoring our Biafra heroes and heroes on May 30th. No Nigerian holiday. No Nigerian holiday should be honored or observed by Mumu. Has Biafra in Biafra land. Okay, if Nigeria says that at home, so if Nigeria says it says stay at home. If Nigeria says stay at home, come out and open your business. Okay. So this is it, and let me see another comment from this post, or is it the only one? Is it the only comment? Okay, I think that's the only comment for now. Let me check if I'm sure of what I'm saying, because PM posted this and has, it shouldn't be only comment. Look at it, 95 comments. Shouldn't be only comments. Maybe I click on wrong thing, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Come down to Southeast and defend them, since you think you can use fake news to get your Biafra. That is someone from Obotomi. I think, I don't know where you come from, probably from Modudua. And Paul Edoze said, very bad news to hear in this time we are, but in the end, Biafra will come. This one is Arabic person. I think this is another. You just watched, in a sense. I think you need to come down back to Abba and join them in this, because they definitely need you there. Okay, let me answer some of our Igbo brothers and Biafrans and Northerners, for people from other places that are calling for PM to come down and come down. People, this is just like somebody, a family man, you have 3 boys, and that 3 boys at home, okay, in the compound. Then the man, their father is not at home. He went out. He's somewhere and communicating with his children, with his 3 sons. And his sons are in his house, taking care of the home. Then an invaders, start knocking at the gate of the compound, trying to come into the compound. And those 3 boys dealt with them massively. And they turn around and say, oh, we don't know who is in these people's compound. They did not allow us to go in. We have been trying to go in to break their gate, but we couldn't break it down. And the father heard it where he is and said, okay, yes, I have been told that you guys were knocking at my door. My sons at home. I have told them not to open gates for you. And if you keep on knocking, I will tell them to buy you. They will say, oh, they are still outside though. They turn around and say, oh, you are outside. Why don't you just come down and join them at home and see what we will do to you? People that are at home, you have not even deal with them. You are calling for somebody to come. Some people that are at home, you are calling for the man to come back to his house, but his children that is at home are not even letting you in, and you are complaining about the activities of the children that are in the company. They are around there. You know where they are. You know that they're at home, but you keep on banging on the doors, on the gate to penetrate, and they did not let you come in. You are complaining about how they are rude. They are so ruthless. They don't even respect elders. Do you know that I'm elder? An elderly man knocking at your door. You children of nowadays, you don't want to obey me. And the owner of the compound, their father said, stop knocking at this gate, you. I will tell my children to do another thing that you may not like. then the people knocking at the gate will turn around. You can only talk from there. Why don't you come down here and join them to stay at the compound? Finish with the people that is at compound first, then, or do they tell you that they need help? They need the presence of their father? No, they're already responding to you without their father. So imagine what will happen if their father comes. So it is just like a cheap argument. So sometimes when they make come down, I see you as like you lack senses. You don't, wisdom is far from you, very very far from you. Another person said, I have listened to hear the consequences, yet nothing. I beg, make them put it work. Let's hear the news. You are not, we are listening, but maybe you are watching from Nokia 310. If you are watching with Android or smartphone, you will not say what you're saying. And don't expect him to, who are you to even report to you what you want to hear? I mean, some people are very very funny. We have many rivers of blood to cross, and we are not afraid, but we move. Regardless, it is a fight to finish, not surrender, no retreat. All eyes on the rising sun, Biafra on nothing. That is what anybody that have the wisdom and have the true spirit will not hesitate to understand what is going on. Either don't be carried away with some blackmails. Which news broadcast is this, or is only for Biafrans? That's Adamu Aliyu. Adamu Aliyu, that you come from ethnicity, from nationality that don't have any scientists, no writers, no novel. You don't have any novelist. You don't have any poet. Nobody whatsoever from your place. So why are you talking about? What are you talking about? You have to get acquainted with research and reading before you can see some news. And if you don't believe the news, why are you responding to it? My PM, time to declare sit at home in Abia, May. In Abia, May. BLAC chance to take work. Make BLAC chance to work. BLA are not some of us don't need to be making some comments. BLA are not asking for a chance to work. Like I said, what you don't know is bigger than you. Allow the government and people to do their duty. Sonny, I see you. Oh, in Palace, thank you, my big brother. You are too much. God will be your strength. Amen. Thank you so much. Ifoma Nwaugo. Let these people just go their separate way. Biafra or nothing. Biafrans are speaking. So that is it, and we are going straight to other things. Let's quickly round up the program because I can see that we have not touched other things that we need to touch. Let me bring it down a bit. So this is I'll be taking it one after another. So this is a news that somebody posted, and this marvelous Arinze. That's this different brother. He shared this news, and I find it interesting to share because the news is all about this man, this guy you are seeing here. This is his mother crying at her, soul, pouring out her feelings, lamenting because where this guy is working, a lady, put allegation on him that this guy forced himself on her. And after investigation, they find out that this guy did not do that. And yet, because the girl have influence and, contact, she still keep this guy into communicado, and I don't know why, but maybe as the news is being shared, people will not get to talk about it to know what happened actually. If they're punishing the innocent person, and this guy is an Igbo brother. So what I said is this. This is so sad. How do you sleep at night knowing that the lie you told will demoralize a man from the rest of his life? Lady Charity Anita, since the test result proves that there is no sign of defilement, why are you using your connections with the zoo police to intimidate. Hold on. Okay, to intimidate your colleague, Emenike Agugo. So that means they are colleague, they are working together, and maybe one thing lead to another. And the lady said that this guy forced himself on her. I cannot stand here to tell you that it's a lie, that he did not do that, because I wasn't there, and it's not wise for me to claim what I'm not aware of. But if what they're saying is true, the girl should rethink. Anyway, so that is it. And some of us, some youth need to be very, very careful. There are some things you need to, before you do it, remember your parents. How are they going to feel? Whether this guy did it or not, but something must have happened that made the girl to say something like that. And forcing yourself on the woman, nobody will take it easy on you. It's one of the worst thing to do. One of the worst, as a man, don't do it. It's one of the worst thing to do. Imagine you yourself that are doing it. If somebody do it to your mother or your children, or even your daughter, how will you feel? How can you force yourself? Because you're a man, you think you can intimidate or take over the person. It doesn't make sense. So, but I'm not saying that he committed the sin. I'm not saying that I have contacts intel that he committed it. No, I'm just saying it for anybody to understand that doing that kind of thing is very, very bad. So I hope that the lady, if at all that the guy did not do it, she'll stop using the guy to punish the guy for not, because what I'm trying to do now is to extort money from the mother. If you allow the mother to finish her sentence, you understand what she's saying, what she was saying there. But let's not waste time on that. So let's hear this this Malam.
The legacy that governor has left in the state, he bought vehicles, he lost vehicles and dashed them away to bandits. The evidence is there. He was given asylum in the government for bandits, people that killed, even in the barbaric era. There has never been a time where an emir or a king would give asylum to somebody that kills people. The legacy that past governor left in the state.
The legacy of past governor left in Zamfara State. He bought vehicles. He lost vehicles and dashed
them away to bandits.
Dash them away to bandits.
The evidence is there.
The evidence is there.
He was given asylum.
He was given asylum
in the government.
The government of what?
Bandits.
Oh, the government abandoned bandits. People are killed even in the barbaric era. There was never a time where an emir or a king would give asylum to someone that kills people. Even though he's from north, he still has some conscience. And I was told that they are not deliberating on how to create more states for Southeasterners. The dot in the circle. I thought you said that we are very small. We are very small. You should not mind them. You should not do this, do that. Southeast wants referendum, not additional states, says IPOB. But I don't know which of the IPOB. Is it more powerful? I don't know. But that's what I said here. And comment is everywhere. Let's see a few comments, just a few of them. This one is, let me hear from opposite side. Now proscribed IPOB is ready for referendum after violence. In my write-up on Facebook to Kano during his violently challenging on our traditional integrity, I told him that agitation of a referendum might be a proper way and working with Yoruba Nation and introduce sit at home and working with Yoruba Nation and introduce it at home. Okay, let me complete it. Introduce it at home during federal election might be a workable way for his demand. But unfortunately, he turned a deaf ear to my opinion. You know, Taiwo, one thing is that I don't like it when people just wake up and start making comments. You know what I mean? You have been sleeping, you just wake up. You don't care about what happened, why when you are sleeping, why sleeping. You don't care to know what happened. You just wake up and want to talk. Referendum you are talking about, that is best way, and I can see now you are rubbing cream on Duduwa Nation, meaning that you are kind of you are thirsty of your own country as well, but at the same time you want to body shade other people that are looking for what you are looking for. Now, if that is the case, why don't you give yourself a referendum? Duduwa people need referendum. Why? Since it's so easy, give yourself a referendum. This guy don't even know. That's why I said he was sleeping. He don't even know what happened. Why sleeping? When you are sleeping, Biafran have done the research, and we have been told that referendum is not a Nigerian constitution. Therefore, they are not going to give it to anybody, even though they have used it in the past. That made Atiku that are contesting for presidency of Nigeria today join Nigeria, because originally he was part of Cameroon, but because of that referendum, they carved them out to Nigeria. And they carved them back to Nigeria because they were with Cameroonians. So it is through the referendum that made them to join Nigeria. That is what happened before. The same Nigerian that are telling you that that's not in their constitution. And you, Taiwo, you have not done any research on what Nigerian says, the government says about referendum. You think you need to protest or buy anybody before you, as if the Nigerian government says, okay, let us give you referendums to see how many of you actually want this Biafra. But if anybody that don't know what has happened, what has been happening, or what have happened, they will think that Masino Kanu is a violent person, that he don't like anything peaceful. He always want to cause problem and chaos. Because the write-up of this man, that's what he's trying to say. That Masino Kanu turned deaf ear when you advise him to follow peaceful means, which is referendum. As if referendum is on the table and nobody want to grab it. And it's not as if he made this comment for last year. This is just today, 17th of June, 2024. You can see it here. Knowing fully well that even PM, Biafran government in exile, due to nobody want to pay attention to the referendum that the Biafrans are shouting and clamoring for. He organize what is called self-referendum that all of us are partaking today. That more than 30 million Biafrans, not 3 million, have also, is it 30? Is it 3 or 30 PM? I think it's 30. Someone should correct me if I'm wrong. I think 30 million Biafrans have voted on that. So you did not see that, but you still remember, your brain is still active on when your ordinary. It's not as if you look for you call them as Namor Khan on his live program and advise him this way and engage him. But just like you put comment here, and people should pay attention to this comment, because Taiwo has spoken. He only comment once in a blue moon. Once his comment comes out, the whole world will go and read it. Your papa is prescribed, and this is what Chinoso told him. You and your family are proscribed. People are responding to him, but I don't want to focus on his comment alone. Let me see if there's any other comment, because this giving him attention, he don't want it. He don't want attention. Divide and rule tactics. That is what Daniel Somtochukwu said, which is true, and he commented this just 2 hours ago. And that was the comment. I don't want to read your comment anymore. You are talking on let me not insult you. And still still one IPOB to rule, right? This another person they play. Additional states bring development, allow it. Abuja Intel said. This green, white, green. Let's see what the green, white, because of course green, white, green will support the post because they ended it with IPOB. So he would think that his men have responded. Creation of a state in Nigeria without the consent of the indigenous people is what is actually causing identity crisis today. Referendum is still remain the only way forward. Okay, I think let's end the comments. Let's go back to another information that we have. We have a lot of comment there because I can't wait. I will not waste much time only on comments. It doesn't, go down well with me. Let me go back to this. Armstrong said, good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, yes. Chioma, you said over 30 million. My sister, because 3 million sounds small. That's why I was kind of confused about it. 30 million. And I'm sure by now, it's almost 35 or 40 because he said this days ago. And we have seen how Biafrans are trooping in to do the needful, to vote. So let's hear from Jide. Jide is back. Jide is back on our program.
So he said something like, describe the killing of the soldiers as a dastardly act, which according to him remains condemnable as the stark reminder of the international security and violence that has continued to plague our nation under collective war, just like you read. Do you feel that this monster, this monster acting under the guise of the prescribed impeachment procedure, goes beyond redemption?
What is clear now is that all kinds of people have hijacked the struggle. I don't think now that even if Nnamdi were to issue a statement stopping this once again, if he were to once again issue a statement and is recorded saying nobody should do sit at home again, I don't think these boys will listen. Cultists, people broke out of jail the other day. A lot of them, only a few of them have been rearrested, and some willingly walked back into the prison walls. A lot of these guys are the ones killing people now. A lot of these hardened criminals who are released from jail illegally when hoodlums attacked some of the prisons in the southeast. They are the ones carrying out these attacks now. And then, as I said earlier, the Simon Ekpa factor cannot be dismissed because he's like a factional leader of IPOP at this time. So, Nnamdi Kanu may give his directive, and Simon Ekpa will give a contrary directive. And it is clear that Simon Ekpa has loyalists, he has enforcers among some of these brigands attacking people, in the name of sit at home. So it looks really, it's quite dicey, it's quite tough to put an end to sit at home.
Okay, show me your comment. You mean your comment here? Your comment here. Let me go up and see your comment you are talking about because I've seen that you are really calling my attention on that. Please spread the message. Let me go up. You put the comment here, right? Please, Choma, can you tell me where is this your comment you are talking about? I can't see your comment here. Please, guys, spread the message I put up there on how people, you put it here, or the comment that we are reading from where Taiwo made comments. Is that where we put it, or here? Then make sure your last comment here says check another comment up. Is it here or on the post of Taiwo? Where did you make the comment? Because I can't see your comment they're talking about here. Your comment here it says thank you, my okay, not the one, not this one. Your comment says please, Kai, make spread the message. That's the last comment. Then before then you talked about over 30 million people. So tell me, where is this your comment you're talking about? Please let me know before so you can move forward on the program. They make sure that Fulani are at the hem of affairs. I think I've gone through this one before. Or are you saying, is it where on Twitter? Is that where you, yes, here. Okay, let me check phone. Let me see if I can see it here because my PC here did not show me the comment you had talked about. Okay, let me. No, this your comment about how people will protect themselves from being fired by army. Okay. I did not see that. Check another comment up. Over 30 million people had voted. I'm reading your comment only. Your comment only. They make sure that Fulani are at the hem of affairs. That's the only comment that I can see here. Maybe you can copy the post. You can copy the comment and post it back. Okay, copy it and post it back. Let me see. Copy it since you have it. After Ifoma Wango. After Ifoma Wango. To avoid a mistake, please copy it and post back. Okay, copy the comment and post it back because the comment is not here. Ifoma Wango. After Ifoma Wango said, let the people just go their separate way. Okay, Biafra or nothing. That's the comment of Ifoma Wango here. And immediately after Ifoma Wango, you put your comment. You said over 30 million people had voted. That's what appeared here. Maybe your comment did not come here. Maybe Facebook restricted it because I have to go inside after the program to see any, like, if you put insultive word now, not copying. If you put some maybe insultive word and the comment, YouTube will automatically seize it. There's a place inside that they will not bring it out. So maybe what you put there is not in line with the YouTube policy. That's why they seize it. I can't see it here. Please, something is happening in Abia. Please, you people should let our PM to be informed of it. What is happening in Abia? What is happening in Abia? Can you tell us? Azo Franklin Bishop, what is happening in Abia? Please tell us. What is happening in Abia? We know that the genocide will happen there. It is very, very clear. We know. Even some Biafrans have made a comment about it that things will happening there. Even here in Ihiala, so many things is happening. Let him know Ihiala in Anambra State. The same guy. When you say something without mentioning that, it doesn't make any sense. Should I give you a number to call and tell us what is happening? Or is it something that if it's something secret, then contact people in government? Maybe if it's a secret information, don't bring it here, okay? You have to call people in government. You have to go to Sona Akbarawa platform and contact Sona Akbarawa or contact Chiamaka Ajere, the Deputy Minister of Information, or you go to contact Ngozi or Abeze, okay? Or you contact, these are people that you have to bring any intel, not me. I'm not part of the government, okay? I'm not part of government. There's some information that I'm not supposed to hear. So people in the government should be the one handling it. So there are some things you can only, if you have something you want Biafrans to know that should be in public, then I am in. But not when you have intel to give to government and people in government, cabinet members, you don't bring it to, I am an ordinary citizen, okay, just like everybody. Somebody said after, okay, if you cannot, maybe my sister, you can type it again because it's not here, okay. Greeting from Australia. Nice to hear that. Nice to hear from you. They are packing people over. Yes, okay. How can I contact these people, please? Okay, you can contact them through Twitter. Okay, go to Twitter. They are all in Twitter or YouTube. They have YouTube platform as well. Or you go to PM. Okay, write to PM, message him on Twitter. There's many ways. Or you wait for them when they're having program. You can call in on their live program and bring the information to them. They will direct you on how you can channel any intel to them. Don't give everybody you see information that you need to pass to government, because every Biafran should know who is working with the government. That's why I always made it clear here that I am not part of government. I'm not cabinet member. So if you have a secret information, don't give it to me. You need to look for people that is in charge to give it to them. Because giving it to me is just like leaking the information to people who will not make use of it. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, you don't just bring any intel to people, ordinary people. No. We don't need to start, having government, different government or different Igbo people or Biafrans at large. We don't need to start building our place like the way Nigeria is today, that everything goes. No, you must follow due process in everything you do. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that that I pose danger to Biafrans. No, what I mean is that you don't jump people from people that are in hem of affair to every other person. So you have to follow. We have to start learning how to behave well. That you see me talking here does not mean that I am like that. Me and the people that are in charge of Biafra are the same. No, but that does not mean that they are more human beings than me. They are the one. Then they should know their level. They should know what they're doing. They have to respect their office. Once another person is being elected in the office, the same respect that you are called to them, and it should go to the person as well. So that's how other countries behave. We don't need to anybody that is picking what is happening in Nigeria to try to replicate it in Nigeria, in Biafran, you are making a very big mistake. So this is just for comic purpose. Okay, this man, imagine this man as PM, then imagine this woman as DOS, who is enemy of progress. Just watch.
Videos que te ayudan a desestresarte. 0 acierto. 0 acierto. 1 acierto. 1 acierto.
The man is trying to fix it properly, trying to fix it, to arrange it well. The girl own is to scatter it. You see? As you're arranging, as he's arranging it, their own is to scatter. This is government in exile, and this is DOS.
2 acierto. El rosa, el fucsia. El fucsia va aquí. A ver. 1 acierto. Bien. Esto 2 déjalo. 1. Esto, el verde. No me... 2 acierto.
No, Ramón, deja la naranja aquí porque el naranja va aquí.
1 acierto.
La naranja. Déjalo aquí, no lo muevas. Sí, el naranja va aquí. Y el fucsia también, déjalo ahí. Esto no lo muevas, no es de aquí para allá.
0 acierto.
Viste que no sabe.
0 acierto.
Bien.
Un acierto. El rojo es el otro que...
El rojo va aquí.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, we have come to an end of this live broadcast. We are going to be live again. Thank you so much for your time. And please, before you go, like the video. Okay. And I think I'm missing something. Just hold on. I'm missing something. Before I go, I'm missing something. Let me bring to you this because yes, this information, I cannot just ignore it. What Governor Oti said. Let me not end it here, please. Let's hear what Governor Oti said here.
By people who are opposed from credible intelligence available to us that this criminal act may have been executed by people who are opposed to the progress and the good things that are happening in Abia. And one of the last things that we want to do is to humor them by allowing them to distract us. So we'll get to the root of the matter. We'll arrest everyone that is involved. I'm also aware that some people have been picked up from credible intelligence available to us that this criminal act may have been executed by people who are opposed to the progress and the good things that are happening in Abia. And one of the last things that we want to do is to humor them by allowing them to distract us. So we'll get to the root of the matter. We'll arrest everyone that is involved. I'm also aware that some people have been picked up.
Okay, he's now confirming the disappearance of Biafrans, and he said that he's aware that people are not that this crime comes from people that are not happy with the good thing that happened to people of Abia, meaning what he's doing in Abia. So that means he's a political opponent, right? Now I'm just using his word to think. Maybe we shall see, but let it be who he think. Not individuals going their businesses. You are not going after them in the name that you have intelligence, because when they say intelligent, this intelligent that Nigerians do have, that have not stopped banditry, that have not stopped Fulani herdsmen, that have not stopped Boko Haram. I wonder that kind of what those intelligence have achieved in the past, because that is why everybody is asking for separation to have to protect your life and your property. Anyway, let me show to us another thing. Maybe we are running out of time, to be honest with you. House of Reps may suspend Ugo Chinyere over alleged politicization of oversight functions. They will use any excuse, because this man is one of the, to me, if you ask me to rate Nigerian Igbo politicians today, I will pick him as number one. This guy. So far, I'm not saying that he's sent, but so far so good, because he has shown his support. He's the only serving politician that always visit Mas Namoricano and appear in the courts. And when things are not going well about Igbo people, he always add his own voice to make sure that things are in order. So far, so good. I'm not saying that, don't judge me with whatever he commits later, because I don't trust them. And this is what, I made mention of Speed Darlington, that him and Flavor is the Igbo celebrity that I can point at and say, yes, that they know what I'm saying, they know the problem of our people.
Make we unitedly push this agenda. Make we push this agenda. Let's stop being selfish. Let's stop being selfish. Not to let go for the Ghana. And but I don't let go for the Ghana. Let's stop being selfish.
So the music is too much, and I don't want to jeopardize the video because of the sound. So what he's trying to say is that he's calling a spade, that evil and corruption is eating everybody up, and the best way is to separate and to build yourself and avoid greeding and acquiring wealth you know that you cannot even make use of until you buy. So that is a good advice from Street Darlington, and I hope that he will keep on, adding his voice where it is needed. I just hope on that, and this is what I want to share with us before we then end the program officially, because I wanted to end before, even. I think I will not touch everything, but let's hear this man.
In fact, many people don't realize that between Muslims and Christians, there is actually more that unites us than divides us. Lot more. We worship the same God. It's Allah, the same God. The God of Abraham, the God of Moses, the God of Isaac, the God of David. Same God that we all worship. We all believe in the virgin birth of Jesus. As the two religions, we both believe that Jesus was born of the virgin birth. We revere Mary so much that she's the only female who is mentioned directly in the Quran. The only female. And you have a whole chapter in the Quran, Surah Al-Maryam, which is dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Indeed, there are more mentions of Mary in the Holy Quran than in the whole New Testament. The whole New Testament. We all believe in the miracles of Jesus Christ. We believe as Muslims, he talked when he was in the cradle. We believe the miracles he performed to give sight to the blind.
Anyway, we can go on and listen to him, but you understand what he's saying, that Christianity and Muslims shouldn't be problems, having hatred among each other. But to be honest with you, Christians don't have hatred among Islam, but the actions of Islam, Muslim people are the reason why Christians are kind of scared. But I won't say hatred, because they are just scared. That's why they don't revenge to anything the Muslim commit against them. And for the fact that they don't revenge, that's why they keep on bringing it on them over and over again. Anyway, before I go, show me, I'm coming to a comment. I think that will be the last thing that we are going to, touch now.
Listen very, very carefully. Listen very, very carefully. Only one Igbo. Only the claim to Biafra. In the born, you only so that this one called this trash. You only so that the crew of business now called this trash. That is the one provoking Nigeria to come and kill our people. Here they make bag there. Here they make bag there. I don't like it, I don't know. I don't like it, but don't know. Now, sometimes you are able. When they provoke Nigerian army when they came to our leader's base and come and keep it, men. Some never provoke.
Okay, Bukwa.
Also,
Okay, Bukwa.
never provoke Ndami Mahagaraga go up on Abba, go and celebrate. And they are doing their own prayers with ordinary flag. Then Nigerian Mingadi go and war as it. But some never provoke her. Once in a thunder about Bukumu and I got that canteen or the Casicamo on Abumado. But as soon as Jackuna, and especially when a boy make a living stone. I'm like it, but I need to mention your name. Make a living stone is new pastor. You're supposed to have known better. It's not by force, Mariana Madi Bena. Not a go to promote from the government, go promote from behind. When they get by the all the cheap black men and I got to take a boy upon like this with the office of pastor and I come. In our Bomogon, it's good man. You are just sitting just on our Bomogon. One, why don't you an officer not from you? Just why don't you go and I got that contrast? And as I Bomogon, you know, make it your.
I will search for his video if that is the case. I don't even know that he said any negative things about him. Because there are some people that I don't normally check what they said or what they think. Illegal living stone shouldn't be my problem at all because we have gone beyond that. Some people said, okay, what I was saying you should let our people know is this. When this evil army kidnap them, especially in group, they should resist going in their van, in their vehicle, in group to prevent being by. This your advice is very dangerous. So. It is very, very dangerous, my sister. You know, it's not one army, it's not two army, and all of them are well equipped, well armed. You understand? And in Nigeria today, if an army buys somebody, other guy, other immediate arrest, or those ones that you hear that somehow there's kind of questioning are those ones that are opportune or kind of favored, that maybe the video go viral and people begin to. That's only when army, not they will sack the army. No. Not that they will punish that army, never. But for the army to even make a press release to deny, of course, you know they will eventually deny, to even deny that this thing did not happen. They may tell you that that army that you are seeing is not even a Nigerian army. That it was a Nigerian army. It was an army from Liberia when Nigeria was when they are on peacekeeping mission in Liberia. That this guy is not even this is still blackmail. That this video you are talking about happened in Liberia. Because if you do drag with them, they'll buy instantly. In the name, the news will have it that you are kind of trying to snatch away the rifle. That will be the headline. That the guy was trying to snatch away. So it's not a good advice. The only thing that you may say is, whenever you see them going somewhere, that there should be a hotline, okay, to people that matter, that you go and resist them. Even if when they're as they're taking people, somebody should put hotline, call number. There should be a number that is available 24 hours. That when this kind of thing is happening, men will be ready to go to the route. If you know that they're moving to this, they come through this road, people should go there and mount roadblock to stop them from taking them. Let me tell you a story. When I was in school, I was moving. I was from my department to another department. I don't want to mention the place and the location. Then I was going to buy MTN recharge card. So in the morning, around 7:38 in the morning, I just arrived in my school. Then, before I know it, a motorbike drove, in front. I think there were three motorbikes. One of them stopped at my front, and the Okada man said, "This is one of them." He pointed at me. Before you know it, the army man conked his catapult and said, "Stop there. If you move, I buy you." I stopped. I was very, very, very scared. That was years ago. Then I was there. I was standing, filled with confusion. I don't even know what to say, and everybody was running away from me. We are moving in a crowd, and not only me, but the guy just pointed at, for no just reason. I don't know what it was. I don't know anything. I was confused. So I stood there for some time. The army man said, "Kneel down." I kneel down. He said, "Lie down on the floor." I lie down. I wanted to ask, once I want to bring my head up, if you see beating on my head, they naked me, removed my clothes. I was wearing boxers. He used my clothes and tied my two hands like a criminal. Then another guy, the guy is not an Igbo person in the campus. The guy was also moving. The same Okada man pointed at the guy as well. That look at him. They called that guy to lie down to do the same thing they did to me, and they naked him and tied two of us together. We were there. The guy asked me what happened. What did I commit now? And I told him that, look, I did not do anything. I was just moving this way. They stopped me, and the guy was crying. I was kind of confused. I don't know whether to cry, I don't know what to do. Before you know it, this is their halos. They drove in, and with other guys from outside campus, about 10 guys. All of them they're wearing boxers. They were wearing boxers. All of them, nobody, no shirt, nothing whatsoever, just only pants, some panties, some boxers. Guys, like, okay. They said that we have to, that I must join them. That should go inside that halos. 2 of us. I said no. 6 slapped from nowhere. My goodness, that day I was like, then I have no choice than to go in. The only thing that saved me is that the security, school security, all those K-guard guys, they don't even know me, but because I'm a student, and some people from, all those guys I was just lucky. They said that I have gone to the car. I was sitting down with them. I was just there, but they blocked that car from moving. They don't want the car. Many guys, students now, they resisted them. They stopped them from going anywhere. If not, what they wanted is to take us out from the campus. Then the rest will be history. Argument. They started beating everybody using tobacco. Beating everybody randomly. Nobody, if just once they see you, you receive it, you collect. Then the chief security officer, elderly man of maybe 60 years, I won't say very old, but elderly person. He's not even in his 40s. The man is not in his 40s. In Nigeria, to go retirement is just like quitting your job because no pension. So all of them will want to maintain their job even at 80s. They would know how to sort themselves out. Some even change their birth certificates from the original one they submitted when they applied for the job. So I believe that that's what the man in that job. And the man was very, very helpful. He came there, he was telling them that this is our student, what is going on. We cannot just drove in and pick our student just like that without that even if they commit something, they should come to them and to talk to them because they are the chief security of this campus. If they zero the man, elderly person. The man said, "Okay, you can beat me. I'm like your father." He was talking to the army guys. They slapped him again. They said they command the man to kneel down. After everything, their oga of them, or because they were talking with the oga, that one maybe he was expecting them to come quickly, and he now came with a different car. And after everything, he told them that there's an issue that happened somewhere out from the campus, that I am a suspect. Something I don't even know. I was with the security because that one, it seemed like that army that came last, that is the Oga, that one is educated. So the English and everything is quite different from the one we used to hear from the other guys. Then he explained to the chief security officer that look at what is going on, and they had a one-on-one talk without anybody hearing what they were saying. So the agreement was, okay, we are handing over these 2 boys to school security to do the investigation and make sure they punish us and all that. We went to their, so instead of us to be interrogated by army, we are now being interrogated by chief security of the campus and all that. So that was what saved us. If not, it would have been a different story. And like what Chomi is saying here, you cannot do it just like that. Let alone when in an environment where they lost one of their members, they will buy everybody in the name they want to retaliate, and federal government has approved it. So my sister, let's not. I think the federal government will design a way to stop this nonsense of illegal kidnapping in the name of retaliating and revenging on what you don't know. So that's my own take on that. Thank you so much, guys, and see you again. We are going to be live again later in the evening. Have a wonderful day, and bye bye for now.